And it is time for ACHA College Hockey on TenbandTV. It's the College Hockey East Men's Division III quarterfinal featuring the number 5 Akron Zips and the number 4 West Virginia Mountaineers. Alongside Ian Murray, I'm Tyler Polk. Glad to have the country roads lead me down to this beautiful venue here in Morgantown. And West Virginia back in the CHE playoffs. Last week in the CHMA tournament game, they won the championship. They defeated John Carroll. And Ian, you were on the call for that game. Talk about West Virginia college hockey and just how important it is to the community around here.
Yeah, I mean, it certainly is. And I mean, you saw it in all the men's games last weekend for the D1 team. This arena was packed out, and it's been packed out all year long. And you have a pretty good capacity crowd here on early Friday afternoon game as well. A lot of people still trying to get off work and going to get over here. So if they continue, you will certainly see this arena fill up, and we certainly have seen it throughout the year here with this West Virginia team. And it's just been a really good year here. First year actually added a D4 team as well, playing on later on tonight as well. So it's just been a lot of hockey here in this brand new Hope Gas Ice Pavilion and everything happening. And all of them have had really good years. D3, hasn't been in the playoffs since 2017 and everything as well.
You got to look at the bracket here in Men's Division III. And you see that the winner of this game will take on St. Vincent College. That's scheduled for Saturday, a busy Saturday on TenbandTV. All 3 championships on Sunday. So it's an exciting time. Another college hockey tournament here on Tenband. Now let's listen into the lineups. National anthem from Hope Gas Ice Pavilion, our first M3 quarterfinal of the day. Next up, California takes on Kent State. That's scheduled for 6 p.m. here today, then one last game at 9 p.m. In goal for the Mountaineers is Hayden Dirk. He has a 5-4-0 record, a 3.01 goals against average, and a .918 save percentage. On the other side, for Akron, Aaron Johnson gets to start, 9-8-0 this season, 3.89 goals against average, .914 save percentage. Ian, what are your players to look out for in this first quarterfinal matchup of the day?
I mean, players to look out for first for the number 5 Akron Zips. You have Charles Wilson basically, leading the team in points with 36 points. He, on the year, he's got 23 goals and 13 assists, and that's just been an impressive record. And then it kind of drops off a little bit there. Next one would be 21 points for the Akron Zips, and then you got Ryan Anderson for WVU, who played up with the D2 team this year.
Face-off won by the Zips, and we're off and rolling in the men's Division III playoffs. Dumped in by the Mountaineers. Corralled and moving up the ice. Williams. His shot over the goal. High. Bumped back to neutral ice. Bernard controls for Akron. Banks it off the boards. Mason Williams sends it in. Carson Martin has it. Backhand up the wall. Wygas has it. Cycling with Wilson. Wygas takes it behind the net. Mason Williams turns it down low. Wilson once more in the corner. West Virginia takes it. Ryan Anderson has it. His shot to dump it in goes high off the glass. First two at Allen for West Virginia. Looking to center in front. Good defense by the Zips. One more try, and then it's handled by Johnson. It came off the shot from Hayden Snyder.
Yeah, that was a great job there from Johnson. You take a look at it on your replay. This was a loose bouncing puck right there in the slot. Johnson just kept his patience there and just slid right into the right position there to be able to cover that one up. Zips defense is certainly going to want to look to do a better job here going forward to clear this one out, because that was a dangerous chance there for the Mountaineers.
Blake Marsh banks it off a near skate, and the Mountaineers reload again. Snyder. Casacola moves down. Casacola, and then up to the point with Martin, taken by Marsh for Akron. Kane, right side looking for a chance. Marsh dumps it in. The neutral zone play for West Virginia has been really on point to begin this game. This is one of the few times Akron was able to get into their own zone with a deflection. Bernard, left point. Becker lost the handle. Here comes West Virginia. Lassiter. Broken up by Akron. That shot on goal, save made by Aaron Johnson. It came from Lessiton from the right wall.
Yeah, good shot attempt there from the Mountaineers and everything. It's just, Johnson coming on here, not having a bad, season for himself. Reason he's starting here in the playoffs, and West Virginia's just getting shots on him early, and eventually they are going to find a hole through it if Johnson can stop it there, and Dirk's got to do the same thing on the other end.
2:30 played here from Hope Gas Ice Pavilion. Still no score. Here comes Akron. That shot blocked. Cummings goes to the corner. Handled by Jared Outward as he reverses it down low. Control for West Virginia. Outward. And Bruno for Akron sends it back in deep. Puck up for Outward. Going one-on-one. Makes a move past the defender. But right there, Aaron Johnson at the top of the crease to shut down that move.
Nifty move there from Johnson just to be able to get in, or excuse me, nifty move from outward there just to be able to get in there on Johnson there as you take a look at it on your screen here. Now yeah, just nifty move there to get the puck in on Johnson there and just be able to have that shot attempt there.
Weigast looking to move it up the wall. Closed off by West Virginia. Anderson at the right point sends it. Then it's banked. Good catch by Anderson, keeping the play alive for West Virginia. Works his way to center it. That pass blocked. William Shannon looking for a pass, and Weigast has it. Pushed forward by Chucky Wilson, the team's leading scorer with 23 goals this season. Anderson tried to make a move, lost it. At the point, score! Marcus Kane on a loose puck managed to one-time it, and he beats Hayden Dirk and the game's first goal to Akron. They lead 1-0.
That was a real nice shot. They're coming from Akron, was able to beat Dirk. You're able to take a look at it here on the replay. From just about the top of the face-off circle there, just beat Dirk on the other end. There, Dirk may have been screened as there was a few Mountaineer bodies out in front of the net there as well. But in the end of the day, it's the Zips who get on the board early here in the first period.
Marcus Kane, his first goal of the season, had 6 assists. That centering pass off the side of the cage from Snyder. 4 minutes in, Akron leads 1-0. Goal by Marcus Kane.
Certainly no better time to get your first goal in the season than right here in the playoffs here, especially take the momentum here early in West Virginia's own barn as well. Just be able to snatch that momentum away from West Virginia here quickly, and West Virginia is just looking to respond here, just get that energy kind of back in the building, because even talking to Coach Rue and everything like that, he was telling us that if these guys have the energy going into these games, that is when they play really well, is they have the energy, and that's when they start clicking.
Kane at the right point. 4.5 played in our first period, 1-0 Akron. Barrett fighting for the puck, held in, wrangled around, set to the corner, and West Virginia controls. Liam Dwyer towards the middle, he got dumped. Puck reversed in by Akron, and West Virginia under siege as this forecheck picking up. Collision as a hit by Colin Barrett. Akron at neutral ice. Zenko closed off against the board, and there's a little bit of hitting behind the play. Dwyer takes out Zenko, and that will be a penalty. So it'll be an opportunity for Akron on the power play, as gone is Liam Dwyer on the minor penalty.
Yeah, and that was just a little bit, you could tell Akron kind of took the momentum there, and then they really started pounding right there on West Virginia, and then West Virginia just a little bit undisciplined there, just taking that penalty here, and they're going to have to try to kill this one off to get this momentum back here. And Akron here, if they can get one here, Akron might be off the races in this one.
Dwyer gone for interference. Akron this season 19 of 71 on the power play, over 26.5%. That's fourth in CHE D3. On the other side, West Virginia has killed 43 of 57 penalties, 75.4%. Grasha sets up at the half wall, creeps out to the point, right side Andrew Bernard. Chucky Wilson has 3 power play goals this season, 7 scores! And making a 4th for Chucky Wilson, his 24th of the season, has a 2-up on the board for Akron, and that comes with 6:05 played in the first.
Yeah, as we look at the replay here, just good job, had it at the point there, and then just able to get it cross ice there and was able to poke it in there on the other side of the net there and just beat Dirk there. Nothing really Dirk could do on that one.
Yeah, Wilson with that shot from the right wing had something off of it on that wrist shot, but it found its way through. West Virginia moving forward. Anthony Katana closed off, a good recovery by Anthony Bruno. Bernard picks up the assist. Dumped in, controlled by Akron. Opposite side for Becker going to Cummings. And it's poked in. Martin controls for West Virginia. Down by 2 in the game's first period as we played 7 minutes here from the Hope Gas Ice Pavilion. Save made by Aaron Johnson off of Ryan Anderson, and he'll hold from there.
Yeah, West Virginia right now is just trying to look for something to be able to get themselves kind of back into this game and everything. We look again at that power play goal here, and there's a real good angle there of it just going right past Dirk there, and you could almost see the expression on his face, just couldn't get over there in time to be able to stop that one.
Blake Marsh first to it, one-timer, save made by Dirk on a shot from Grasha. Akron an early 2-goal advantage. At the point, Logan Amore shot is blocked. Puck ricochets back to neutral ice. Controlled Kyle Grasha on the left half wall. Can't make the move. Can only be flipped right into the glove of Bernard by Allen. Backhander up the wall, manages to find a way to neutral ice. There was a few Mountaineers right there. Logan Amore dumps it in. Hayden Snyder to neutral ice. Nice intercept. Here's Lustig, backhander off the post. Good chance for West Virginia. They look to center. Levi Lustig with that backhander. Nolan Weingast has it. Drop pass sent in by Chucky Wilson. Weingast can't get to the puck, and it's cleared out by West Virginia. Over the glove of Bruno for an icing. 11:22 remaining in the first.
Yeah, an excellent chance down on the other end there for West Virginia, and I'm sure they would want that one back there. Just missed it there, and that was one just to get them within one here with still plenty of time remaining in this one, but you certainly are going to want to try to get one, maybe both back here going into the locker room.
Face off in the left circle as Akron leads 2-0. 11:21 remaining in the first. Chase Cummings on the draw, wins it back to Kane at the left point. His shot goes wide. Bounce to the right side. Galaga sends it down. One more chance blocked by Lustig. Chops it forward, and Lustig coming down the right wing has it. Stops up, but Akron comes back and a big hit by Marcus Kane. Cummings directs it into the corner, cleared out by West Virginia. Kane to Cummings, tipped in, goes right towards Hayden Dirk, and he hangs on. You see the speed from Akron through the first near 9.5 minutes here, and they're outpacing West Virginia. They've been more active in the shot count. They've been able to get some turnovers and get some good chances out of it.
Yeah, and that's the thing is West Virginia here, we've seen them be physical and stuff a little bit this year too. They can get a little bit more physical as well on the board, start winning some of the board battles that might be able to slow them down just a little bit and kind of start eliminating those tiny mistakes that will wind up costing you here in the postseason.
Pat saved by Dirk. On a Moore shot, he has it again on the right circle. That one tipped wide. Logan Williams the nearest to it. West Virginia moving up on the left side. Anthony Katana tried to make the deke. Left the puck behind him. Anderson on the right side. Carson Martin lost the handle. Grasha in the near corner. In a battle with Ryan Anderson. To a side on the scrum. No one home on the centering pass. Back to neutral ice. Eli Parada sends it in. West Virginia on the breakout. Gino Valenti dumps it in. Anthony Katana can't get the handle. Reverse back in. West Virginia has to touch up, and they do. Anthony Bruno. Up the right side, Ryan Anderson. I see a couple of the jerseys. Is that from one of the other West Virginia teams?
Yeah, it looks like or most of a lot of the D1 players have actually showed up here today, fresh off their championship last weekend. They are now showing up here in the first quarterfinal game to cheer on the D3 boys.
Wilson wins it back for Akron. 11:15 played in the first, 2-0 Akron. Parada closes off the middle of the ice on the wall. Wilson waits for his teammate to get onside. Wygas cleared out by Allen as he took the hit to make the play. Nolan Wygas has it again through neutral ice. Carson Martin for West Virginia eases it into the zone. Dwyer looking to be the first one there, has it. Doubled up against the half wall. Levi Lustig helping him out, now takes it behind the net, looks to center, broken up by Kane. There comes Akron. Wygas dumps it into the far corner. Wilson looking for it. Held in by Wygas at the right point. Williams reverses it in. West Virginia trying to survive this forecheck, and Martin sends it into the netting. And fortunately, no penalty in that situation. Again, there's no puck over the glass penalty in college hockey, so no harm, no foul. Face off back in the Akron attacking zone, 7:35 remaining in the first.
Yeah, I mean, so far, but I mean, it was like you mentioned earlier, still West Virginia is just being really outplayed here in this first period here so far, and they're going to have to try to figure something out here quick here if they are going to want to try to keep themselves in the game, because like a point I mentioned earlier, you don't want to let this get any worse than it already is because we all know that like a 2-goal lead is one of the most dangerous leads in hockey here.
Good jam attempt by West Virginia, survived by Johnson. Now they move it up. Here's Chase Cummings. A drop pass, but no one home. 3-on-2 developing for West Virginia if they can get the handle. And it's sent in by Jonathan Klika. Braden Curtis forechecking. Gino Valenti wins the puck back. Anderson tried to make a move. Now here comes the Akron Zips. Colton Gregory takes it down low. Logan Williams looking for the puck. West Virginia has it. Good move by Ryan Anderson, but he can't make a second as Marsh closes him off on the half wall. I'll take it right in front of the face of goal and banks it off the glass back to center. .608 remaining in the first period. Puck dumped in right on goal, and it's held by Dirk as a couple defensemen for West Virginia gets Blake Marsh out of the crease.
Yeah, it was a good job there, though, just going back a little bit by Anderson, realizing he couldn't really get the puck all the way out himself. He got it high up off the glass. There, just missed hitting the netting, actually, here right in front of us, and was just able to get it out of the neutral zone, allowed West Virginia just kind of reset there before Akron was able to bring it back in.
Foster has it on the right side. Swung in for Martin. West Virginia deep in their defensive zone. Joey Katana in stride. Casiola has it, swings it up the boards. Save made by Johnson on the shot from the half wall. Casiola reverses it down low. Martin can't hold it in at the right point. West Virginia has to tag up. Akron controls. Colin Barrett banks it off the boards. Good help defense by Carson Martin. And it's back to neutral ice. Levi Lustig makes a move. Lost a little bit of the dump in off the handle. Now it still goes down. Controlled by Colin Barrett. Up the wall, Chucky Wilson, who has a power play goal to make it 2-0 here for Akron. Under 5 minutes remaining in the first. West Virginia dumps it in. Carson Martin makes his defensive posting go further. Mason Williams has it. His shot into the glove of Hayden Dirk, and he hangs on. 4:33 remaining in the first.
You know, West Virginia was making, a couple players were making a change over there on the bench there, so Carson Martin had to kind of skate back a little bit, make sure he wasn't going to get beat on the back check there, make sure he was able to back check and get back there in time, and so that's what allowed him to kind of draw off and allowed Akron to move it up ahead.
West Virginia trying to set up in their zone. Jared Outward lost the handle. Back to neutral ice, and he dumps it in. McNamara forechecking for West Virginia at the side of the cage. Parada has it. Skates towards the middle and dumps it in. Jansky kicks it to his stick. Makes a move to the middle with McNamara. Lost the handle. He'll go for a change. Becker dumps it in. 3:45 remaining in the first. Good move up for Jared Outward. Has it on the left wing. Poke check by Bernard. Akron right there to take it. Colton Gregory has it 1-on-2. Makes a move past Shannon. Stick save and mishandled by Dirk. Able to recover, makes a save there as well. Sent on goal. Johnson controls, and Kane has it, and that was a near disaster moment for West Virginia there, Ian.
Yeah, it certainly was, as Dirk just wasn't able to get full control there. Is almost another near disaster there on the Akron side, as Johnson wasn't quite sure where that one was, but Dirk just had that one go off his glove there and pop way up into the air there, and luckily he was just kind of able to bat it aside there, and then West Virginia was able to get the clear there. Good job. I believe it was Outward who cleared all the way down on goal there, and that actually led to that great opportunity there for West Virginia right in on Johnson.
Katana able to tip it right on goal for the save. Soft shot is handled by Johnson. William Shannon not happy about that. One's power. In the near corner, West Virginia works it to Shannon. It hops past his stick and all the way back into his defensive end. Dern stops it up. Nico Cordes Has it, banks it up the boards, and gets the dump in. And he's the first one to it. Parada sandwiches him up against the boards. Anderson working with it, trying to keep possession for West Virginia. Right point, Katana holds it in. Anderson battling for it with 3 zips. And Grasha sends it over for Marsh. Makes a move past the defender. Stops out high. Williams looking for it. Lost the handle. Logan Williams trying to regain possession. Marsh near half wall. To Bernard. Logan Williams, his shot goes wide of the cage. At the point, Anthony Bruno. Pushed it down low. Here comes West Virginia. Joey Katana can't cycle through a few defenders, and it's banked in by the Zips. Under 2 minutes remaining in the first.
Yeah, I mean, with under 2 minutes to go, even too, it feels like for on West Virginia's side, they really haven't been able to sustain any offensive zone pressure on there. They've been able to get a few good shots here and there, but they haven't really sustained anything throughout this first period. So that is something they're going to look forward to do going into the locker room here.
Lowest advancing seed takes on St. Vincent tomorrow at 12:30. At 3:30, Pitt Johnstown gets the highest remaining seed after we continue on after our second game and finish out the D3 quarterfinals. Minute 10 remaining in the first, 2-0 Akron. Marcus Kane and Chucky Wilson, the goal scorers for Akron, as the Zips hopped out to an early lead within the game's first 7 minutes. Luke Napoli has it. On the left side, Sam Jansky. Another big hit by Colin Barrett. To the end wall, West Virginia controls, looks for the center. Slap shot wide by Jansky. Motors around the boards. Akron looking to make a 2-on-1. Good closeout by Jansky, getting back into the neutral zone. 30 seconds remaining. Puck all the way down, icing on Akron. 28.4 seconds remaining in the period.
Yeah, I mean, you saw there West Virginia almost had a chance to get something going. Lestition there able to pin him up against the boards there and kind of got it loose there for West Virginia. It did end up going out, but it started to get something going for West Virginia. We were kind of talking about how they need to be a little bit more physical here in this one as well, and that could start opening up some things for them.
Klika's shot blocked by Barrett. Under 20 seconds remaining. Gregory will loft it into the zone. Barrett, the first to it for Akron. Behind the net, 10 seconds remaining. Barrett working hard, look for a centering pass. Good overtake by Wilson, nearly had it. West Virginia controls with 1 second, and that wraps up the first period of play. Akron, a great start to the game with goals coming in the first 7 minutes. They lead 2-0 after one. You're watching the College Hockey East M3 quarterfinals on TenbandTV. West Virginia looking to center in front. Good defense by the Zips. One more try, and then it's handled by Johnson. It came off the shot from Hayden Snyder. Sends it back in deep. Puck up for Outward. Going one-on-one, makes a move past the defender. But right there, Aaron Johnson at the top of the crease to shut down that move. Team's leading scorer with 23 goals this season. Anderson tried to make a move, lost it. At the point, score! Marcus Kane on a loose puck managed to one-time it, and he beats Hayden Dirk, and the game's first off against the board, and there's a little bit of hitting behind the play. Dwyer takes out Zenko, and that will be a penalty. Bernard. Chucky Wilson has 3 power play goals this season. Center scores! And making a 4th for Chucky Wilson, his 24th of the season, has a 2-up on the board for Akron. And that comes Hayden Snyder to neutral ice. Nice intercept. Here's Lustig, backhander off the post.
Gonna get out, pretty baby. Gonna get out of this rocking chair.
Hewitt creating space. Hewitt turning, scoring! Marshall Hewitt has won the Penguins Cup championship for the Seneca Valley Raiders with 12:29 to play in triple overtime, and don't ever play Lady of Spain again.
Hey, it's Aaron Miller, the Pittsburgh mortgage guy, letting you know mortgage rates have dropped, and it might be time to refinance or cash out your equity. I'll run your cost-benefit options to see if it makes sense. Call me, your trusted mortgage advisor.
Hey Yins guys, just a reminder, Yinzer dogs and Cooler Beer are good food. Whether you're cooking at home or tailgating, grab an original Yinzer dog, kielbasa or pierogies and lushkis at Giant Eagle. Yinzer dogs and Cooler Beer, a match made in Pittsburgh.
Discover the heart of Pittsburgh at Mount Washington Shop and Save. At Mount Washington Shop and Save, we're more than just a grocery store. We're your neighborhood destination. From the freshest local produce to gourmet delights, we've got it all under one roof. Experience convenience, quality, and savings, all in the heart of Mount Washington. Mount Washington Shop and Save, where Pittsburgh shops with a view. Shop smart, shop local, shop Mount Washington Shop and Save.
I use Book a Limo on all my trips. They have drivers everywhere.
I always feel safe when I travel with their chauffeurs, from hello to goodbye.
Checking rates, booking, and managing clients' reservations online is so easy.
The confirmations, trip reminders, and car status updates are great when I'm on the go.
I want my clients to have the best experience during their trip. That's why I've used Book a Limo for the past 30 years.
What's your destination? Book a limo, any car, anywhere.
Hey Yins guys, just a reminder, Yinzer dogs and Cooler Beer are good food. Whether you're cooking at home or tailgating, grab an original Yinzer dog, kielbasa or pierogies and lushkis at Giant Eagle. Yinzer dogs and Cooler Beer, a match made in Pittsburgh.
Gonna get out, pretty baby. Gonna get out of this rocking chair.
Cunningham. Here comes Cunningham between the defenders. Cunningham. Score! Ethan Cunningham! Hat trick! Game-winning goal! The Ramblers win the 2025 2A Penguins Cup! And Ethan Cunningham is a local hero!
Gonna get up, pretty baby. Gonna get out of this rocking chair.
Hewitt creating space. Hewitt turning. Scoring! Marshall Hewitt has won the Penguins Cup championship for the Seneca Valley Raiders with 12:29 to play in triple overtime. And don't ever play Lady of Spain again.
Gonna get up, pretty baby. Gonna get out of this rocking chair.
Has Cunningham. Here comes Cunningham between the defenders. Cunningham. Score! Ethan Cunningham! Hat trick! Game-winning goal! The Ramblers win the 2025 2A Penguins Cup! And Ethan Cunningham is a local hero!
Play It Again Sports in Greensburg is your locally owned and operated sporting goods store. We set ourselves apart by offering a wide variety of both new and used equipment at competitive prices, located in the Greengate East Plaza, below Walmart. Play It Again Sports' knowledgeable staff will help you and your family prepare for every athletic season. Whether you're looking to buy, sell, or trade, we are here as your one-stop shop. At Play It Again Sports in Greensburg, everybody plays.
Discover the heart of Pittsburgh at Mount Washington Shop and Save. At Mount Washington Shop and Save, we're more than just a grocery store. We're your neighborhood destination. From the freshest local produce to gourmet delights, we've got it all under one roof. Experience convenience, quality, and savings, all in the heart of Mount Washington. Mount Washington Shop and Save, where Pittsburgh shops with a view. Shop smart, shop local, shop Mount Washington Shop and Save.
Play It Again Sports in Greensburg is your locally owned and operated sporting goods store. We set ourselves apart by offering a wide variety of both new and used equipment at competitive prices, located in the Greengate East Plaza, below Walmart. Play It Again Sports' knowledgeable staff will help you and your family prepare for every athletic season. Whether you're looking to buy, sell, or trade, we are here as your one-stop shop. At Play It Again Sports in Greensburg, everybody plays.
Looking for real 100% natural pain relief? Hey, Kurt Angle, 1996 Olympic gold medalist and 13-time world champion here. Trust me, I know pain. You can either suffer or manage it. That's why I use Curable Active to help relieve my aches and pains naturally. Curable Active topicals have you covered with fast-acting, all-natural pain relief the Kurt Angle way. Look for Curable in stores or go to curable.com and get 20% off. Use promo code USA at KURIBL.com.
Back with you from Hope Gas Ice Pavilion in Morgantown, West Virginia. It's the College Hockey East M3 quarterfinals, the Akron Zips and the West Virginia Mountaineers. The Zips ahead 2-0. And Ian, your thoughts on this first period of play in which West Virginia was, to put it blankly, outplayed by the Zips, especially in the first 6:05 of the game?
Yeah, I mean, they certainly were. That's when Akron was able to get all their goals and everything like that. And I imagine the locker room there for Akron was probably just kind of just keep doing the same thing that they were doing. They were out skating, out hitting West Virginia and everything like that. And then West Virginia, you're in the locker room and everything, and knowing Coach Rue and stuff a little bit certainly was probably not a very fun locker room conversation in there. And they need to just clean up almost all the aspects of the game here in going forward here, and it's certainly not out of reach yet for West Virginia, but they certainly are going to need to find something here going forward, and so we'll have to kind of wait and see what happens.
On our first draw, they had to redo it again, and now there's a kick out. Chucky Wilson will take it. And Wilson wins the draw, and we're up and running in the second. Akron in the white with navy blue and old gold will now attack left to right across your screen as it's handled by Hayden Dirk, and he hangs on for West Virginia in the navy blue and brighter gold. They're now right to left across your screen. Right circle face-off for Williams and Akron. It's controlled by West Virginia. Up the wall, poked back in by the Zips. And Bernard takes it, moves it on the left side. Marcus Kane swung in. And Akron will go to work once more. Nolan Wygass had to dump in. Mason Williams crunched up against the boards with Nico Cortis. Centering pass in front. One-timer Kane, and that's shouldered aside by Dirk. He had to fight that one off.
Yeah, wind up being the first opportunity was a little bit of dangerous poke check by Dirk, and almost poke checked it right to a Zip player there, but luckily he's able to recover and nothing came of it there for West Virginia, but certainly an extra opportunity for Akron here early in this second period to go ahead even further.
Minute and a second into the second. Akron looking for more. Logan Williams takes it forward, centers behind the cage. One more chance for it, poked away by McNamara. At the wall, Kyle Grasha. Sidewind by Blake Marsh, and he's closed off on the boards by Cortis. Up the left side, Jared Outward. Tried to stop at the left circle, that's taken away. Jansky will watch the puck go down, icing against Akron.
Yeah, and with this now offensive zone faceoff coming up for West Virginia here, we'll be able to see kind of what was talked about in the locker rooms here and see if they are able to get this going here. And we see the D1 players down there on the end of the ice here, now down on that side of the bench, and certainly trying to get these D3 boys going here early on in the second period.
Yep, a lot of the battle has belonged to the Zips. Jansky resets behind the cage. Anthony Katana. Braden Curtis. A lot of speed for center ice. Trying to split between Parada. Puck in his skates. And the Zips take it away once more. Regathered by Anderson in the slot. Valenti had his stick lifted. He couldn't get a shot away. The D1 team wants a penalty on Akron. No dice. Anderson. Save made. Get off the stick in the pad of Aaron Johnson. Puck kept up by Katana, and it hops into the bench of West Virginia, so he soccer-styled that one right into his teammates. It was an impressive play if it stayed in the field of play.
Yeah, it certainly was, and I mean, we'll even touch on the Katana brothers now. Even both the Katana brothers here playing, they've been impressive all season long here. Joey's first year with Team Anthony, it's his second year, and they have all been very impressive here since coming over for this D3 team. They always bring the energy and are fun to watch here. Just a combination of the 1D, 1 forward there. Just a fun pairing to watch.
Just missing on the shot attempt, Drew Allen, as that's the first real good chance from West Virginia in the second. Becker controls for Akron. Lost an edge and a penalty upcoming. Touched up by Joey Katana, and a second opportunity on the man advantage for Akron. 2:56 played.
Yeah, it was just the stick there, Snyder. He had it behind him there and didn't see the Akron player coming, and just his stick got caught up in the skates, and down he went, and the arms went up.
2 minutes for tripping on Hayden Snyder. 1 for 1 on the power play today for Akron. Kyle Grasha. Right side, Mason Williams. At the point, Bernard. Looking for the bumper play there to Logan Williams. Mason Williams has it. Off the right half wall, Wilson, his shot blocked by Cordes as he ramped it off his stick. Stays in control for Grasha. Behind the net, Logan Williams. Up top, Andrew Bernard. To Logan Williams, lost it off the top of his blade, and West Virginia moves forward. West Virginia, no shorthanded goals this season. Ramped in by Levi Lustig. Williams has it. Mason Williams at the line for Bernard. It's off the stick of the Zips, Grasha, and it's dumped down by West Virginia once more. 55 seconds remaining on the tripping penalty to Hayden Snyder. Mason Williams, Chucky Wilson, who has a power play goal for Akron today, and a good penalty kill so far as Jonathan Klika dumps it down.
Yeah, I mean, it's certainly been a real good power play here, and they haven't really let Akron get set up much in their own zone here, and just been able to get it out here and just wasting the clock. Here is West Virginia, and they certainly have adjusted since the first power play by Akron in the first period.
Another clearance by the Nears. 13 seconds remaining on Snyder's penalty. And that's a momentum-bringing kill for West Virginia. Not really allowing zone time for Akron. And that could be what changes the tide of this game that's been massively in the favor of the Zips. Penalty time up. We're back to full strength as we played over 5 minutes here in the second. 2-0 Akron. Highest seed will go on to face number 2 Pitt Johnstown. Lowest seed gets the number 1 team and regular season champion St. Vincent. Jansky had that deflected and goes wide on a good chance. Valenti behind the goal. Looking for Casiola. Jansky steps up and pinches. Anderson can't get a stick to it, and it's lanced forward by Becker. No icing. Joey Katana, quick up to Anderson. Deflected in by Anthony Katana to remove a chance at icing. Colin Barrett for Akron. Puck right in front, and the music stopped by Aaron Johnson.
Yeah, and I mean, you mentioned it. It certainly seems like that penalty kill has certainly helped West Virginia with the momentum here. They've had a little bit more zone pressure as of late and more in there on Johnson. There are a lot more opportunities here. So West Virginia is looking to just keep that going here as, you know, Akron's looking to rebound now as they're starting to lose a little bit of the momentum here going forward in this second period.
Colton Gregory hits it off a stanchion and in. As we played over 6 minutes here in the second, 2-0 Akron. Skate the stick and nearly losing an edge is Anderson, reverses it back. Joey Katana up the middle, Andrew Bernard has it. Logan Amore. Lost the handle. West Virginia looking to make something happen with Valenti. Good forecheck. Backhands it up the wall. One-timer redirected wide. It was Katana to Katana there, coming from Joey Katana with Anthony Katana down low. Anthony has it again. Good shift for West Virginia. On the right side, looking for Carson Martin. Centering pass, loose in the slot, held in by Katana. Amore desperately needs a clear, and Akron gets it. 7 minutes played in the second, and it's a whole new energy for this West Virginia team out of the break. Icing against the Zips.
I mean, it certainly is a whole new energy now after coming off that penalty kill there, and you gotta look, Akron's got some tired bodies now out there on the ice, and West Virginia's just looking, you know, stick handling was a little sloppy there from Akron, so West Virginia now is looking to take advantage of some of the mistakes here by Akron and put it into the back of the net.
Courtsis deflected out of play and went in between the netting. So the face-off will stay in this left circle right in front of us. West Virginia's still down by 2, but they got the feeling back right in front of their teammates on the D1 team that captured a championship last week. Grasha wins the face-off, and it's directed right to Aaron Johnson. And lost between it all is the play of Aaron Johnson. The chances that West Virginia got in the first, and of course now that they've started to come on here in the second, he's been the last beacon, and he's held up well.
He certainly has been in this game, and he's been really patient there in net and has just tracked the puck really well so far in this one here. And Akron is going to need him to continue to do that here going forward, especially if this West Virginia team continues to play like they are right now.
Marcus Kane on the icing, and once again, Akron, and if this was the NHL, they would have been out there forever. It's been a few icings in a row, but lucky to get the change. That's how much this West Virginia team has come on in this early portion of the second. Grasha will dump it in. Logan Williams, the first to it. Good overtake by Sam Jansky. West Virginia working up the wall. Levi Lustig banks it and dumps it in. Only a touch by Johnson, that's all he could do. Liam Dwyer controls. At the point, West Virginia looking for it. That's deflected and hit away. It hit off a body on the shot from Napoli. One-timer, save made. Johnson able to get it caught up in his equipment. Liam Dwyer right in the slot with that one-timer.
Yeah, I mean, that's just a really nice save here. It came from the corner right in the slot. Johnson has got over right in the right position, just squeezed it right there in the 5-hole. We've seen him do that a couple of times here this afternoon, and it's just been a really sharp performance from Johnson so far, and just the ability to squeeze that in the 5-hole and everything. First time he kind of looked back. This time he had a lot of confidence in his ability to do that.
Lessington was on that shot. Parton, face-off kick out, and that gets a lot of cheers from the D1 squad. Anderson controls, backhands it into the far corner. Valenti, Napoli sends it down low. Anthony Katana. Napoli once more at the right point. Has a second crack at it. Murphy dumps to the corner. Anderson looking to keep control. Lost his stick. One-timer, save made by Johnson on Anthony Katana. Another huge save. Chucky Wilson with Nolan Wygass. Motors in down low. Wygass sandwiched between two nears, and it's controlled by Williams. Mason Williams sandwiched up against the boards, arm up. And a whistle. Is that hand pass in? No, it's another penalty.
Yeah, we're going to be having a penalty. It's going to be the first one there on Akron on the day.
Wygass picks up the penalty. So this will be the first man-up chance for West Virginia. They're 9 for 96 this season. 9.4%. 10th in CHE D3. So badly needed as we played over 9 minutes here in the second.
Yeah, West Virginia's been a struggle so far on the power play during the regular season for them, but they certainly have a lot of momentum going for them right now. And now that they're going to be up a man for the next 2 minutes as well, you certainly look like something is coming here as they are knocking on the door.
Yeah, but they have to look out. Akron has the most shorthanded goals for in the league. They have 7 this year. So the momentum they gain on their own penalty kill could be flipped right back, and especially if they give up shorthanded goals. West Virginia has allowed 4 so far this season. Snyder makes a move, looks to center, broken up. Anthony Bruno. Controlled once again by Snyder. Martin, a one-timer, deflected, save made, rebound cleared! Couldn't be buried by the Mountaineers. Another chance. Here comes Katana, moves in, and scores! Power play goal for West Virginia. Joey Katana blades one through Johnson, and they cut the deficit in half, halfway through the second.
And so far, it's been the tail of the power play here. Both teams have gotten a power play goal. There's taking a look at the replay, and just what a shot there from Katana. They were buried in the back of the net. Thought West Virginia almost missed their chance there. It looked like they had a wide open net earlier. One is not able to put it in there. But this time West Virginia, but then Katana able to recall it and bury it that time for West Virginia.
Their hard work pays off. Anderson has it. Can't wipe through a few defenders. Shannon gains the zone, but he's offsides. Katana from Shannon is the power play goal. Katana out. Anthony Katana, that is, dumps it in off the deflection. Has it behind the net. Looks for the center for Anderson. At the point, Shannon had it blocked by Gregory. Anthony Katana behind the net. Bounces it to the near corner. Cordes can't handle. And Becker banks it off the wall. Right for William Shannon. West Virginia cut the deficit in half, and they motor forward with Gino Valenti. Valenti, a power move to the goal. And it's handled by Aaron Johnson as he was able to smother the puck right underneath him, reading a beautiful move there to cut off the potential tuck-in play.
Yeah, I mean, that was just a beautiful save there from Johnson there, and he just kept his patience and everything and just followed that move in fully there and was able to keep track of it and get across there and make the
right in
save.
front. And a whistle just before that. And the faceoff will occur outside the zone.
Signal appears to be a hand pass that was called by the referee.
Yes, it was. So face-off out the zone. Lustig wins it. Dwyer backhands it into the zone. 8:50 remaining in the second. West Virginia cuts the lead in half. Akron with the first 2 goals. Here's Dwyer with the interception. Lessington cannot control it. Jansky affected by Williams. And here comes Nolan Wygass. Wygass shuffles forward, takes it behind the goal. In the near corner, up the wall, moved down by Anthony Bruno, and back to neutral ice. Eli Parada sends it back in. Zips tag up. Jansky has it for West Virginia. Sam Jansky gains the red line, dumps it in, and it goes right into the equipment of Johnson, and he hangs on once more. Looked like that one handcuffed him for a second there as it got in between the paraphernalia for just a moment.
Yeah, I don't think he quite knew where that puck went. He was lucky enough, he was outside of the crease just a little bit, so if it did scoot past him, it wasn't going to find its way into the back of the net for a goal.
Draw controlled by Akron. Sent up by Logan Williams. Casiola on the right side. Snyder. Casiola's shot directed into the corner by Johnson. Has it once more. Allen battles for it. Drew Allen centers. Right beside the crease, and Casiola couldn't bury it. Dwyer at the point for Martin. Into the glove of Aaron Johnson, and he hangs on.
Yeah, and Casiola knew he had one there and just wasn't able to get it past Johnson there, and he was showing some frustration, tapping his stick after the whistle was blown.
Parada has the face-off win. Back to neutral ice. Akron won the draw, and Parada clears it. Cancels at the blue line. West Virginia tries again one more time. Eli Parada. Casiola pokes it past him. Has Allen going to the goal. Look to center it, and it's broken up. Kyle Grasha on the right side, in stride, Logan Williams. His shot caught the glass. Eli Parada left point, poked away from him. Anthony Bruno going back for it. Had Braden Curtis all over him. Taken back by West Virginia. The neutral ice, and Cordes controls for the Mountaineers. 6:40 remaining in the second. 2-1 is our score. Highest seed takes on St. Vincent tomorrow. Lowest seed takes on Pitt Johnstown, and another penalty upcoming to Akron.
Yeah, I mean, take a look on the replay here. And yeah, that's just going to be an interference call, I believe. There's just kind of basically got in the way, tried to basically throw a screen there to not allow him to get after the puck there, and the ref was all over that one. One there, so that's going to be a call almost all the time there, and now West Virginia has another chance.
Colin Barrett not happy about it. He threw his glove. Interference on Barrett. 1-for-1 are the Mountaineers looking for the tie. They killed a penalty and then got a power play goal. Shot save made by Johnson. Came from Ryan Anderson, back to neutral ice. Chucky Wilson, shorthanded, going in, good. Poke check by Jansky.
Really nice poke check there from Jansky to keep it alive, especially we know how dangerous this Akron team can be while they are shorthanded.
Katana lost an edge right against the half end wall there, and another penalty upcoming. Call is high sticking. And that will end the man advantage as Levi Lustig will go. So both teams will go 1 for 2 on the power play as we'll go to 4-on-4. Akron has it. Eli Parada left half wall. To the right side looking for it. Akron can't hold the zone with Bruno. Here comes Parada. Lost the handle. West Virginia Murphy dump, but it goes up into the stanchions high above, holding up Hope Gas Ice Pavilion. Center ice draw after that. That counts as out of play. 4-on-4 for the next 45 seconds. West Virginia controls. Katana on the right side. Carson Martin now at the left circle. Drops it for Anderson. Shuffles his way behind the goal. Out to the far corner. Katana tried to make a nifty move from the zero angle. And it's absorbed by Johnson. .448 remaining in the second period, 2-1 Zips. 18 seconds remaining on the Zips penalty. Colin Baird waiting to be released. Logan Williams has it up the left side. Williams, oh, that pass out of the reins of Grasha. Here comes the Mountaineers. Plays on side. Johnson with the save. Anderson behind the goal. Creeps out to the near side. Has move closed off. Chucky Wilson has it. Now an abbreviated power play for Akron. 30 seconds remaining. One-timer high by Logan Williams. And he was aiming for the far side corner. Kyle Grasha handles at the circle. Williams steps in, goes wide, going far side. Puck all the way out to the zone, and that wraps up the penalty. Wilson, poke check by Jansky. We're back to 5 aside. 3:38 remaining in the second, and the Zips with 2 goals in the first. That's the difference so far. West Virginia answering back here in the second. From a sharp angle, that shot goes wide by Cummings. Cummings again. From his backhand, no one home at the right point. And it's back to neutral ice. Anthony Bruno bumps it off the boards. Klika sends it into the far corner. Akron hoping that they weathered the storm that has been throughout most of this second period by West Virginia. After killing a penalty early in that second period, West Virginia got their own power play chance. They capitalized, and since then have been carrying most of the play. That puck goes out into the netting.
Yeah, I mean, it certainly has, and Akron has kind of brought it back to, neither team really has a lot of momentum going forward right now, as you see the bracket now on your screen.
So you see it there. The high seed will take on number 2 Pitt Johnstown. The low seed gets the regular season champions, and in all likelihood, the auto bid winner here in CHE M3. Regular season champion gets first look at it. Lustig has it down the right wing. Save made by Johnson. Centering pass, no one home there. And Akron with Gregory moves it down low. Becker bumps against the boards. Cummings controlling it in the near corner. Dwyer breaks it out for West Virginia. Mountaineers in motion. Lustig's shot goes wide. Jansky can't hold it. Logan Williams wanted to make a move past Jansky. He overtakes that. Casiola on for Levi Lustig behind the goal. Held in by Akron. Good move by Williams to keep it. That shot blocked. Came from Marsh, but it goes to the end wall. Mountaineers can't clear. Bernard. Left side, Logan Williams. Shot was blocked. Bernard once again. Logan Williams. The left circle. Save made. Initially, Dirk didn't know where it was. Finds it and hangs on.
Yeah, and I mean, just to even set up those opportunities and everything, it's great job there just going back a little bit here and just being able to keep it in at the point. There are a few really nice plays to keep it in at the point there, and then you saw on your screen how Dirk was just able to find that puck and dive on top of it to avoid any further damage happening right now and set up the face-off.
Mason Williams will take the draw in his attacking zone, and they'll redo the face-off. Minute 25 remaining in the second, 2-1 Akron. Ryan Anderson against Mason Williams. Williams wins it. Kane in the slot. Off a stick blocked. Stays in play. Williams Shannon backhands it up the wall. Broken up by the Zips. Still the Mountaineers control for a second. And here comes Mason Williams once more. His shot wide. 1 minute remaining. Williams takes down Gino Valenti. Backhanded right into Logan Williams' hands. Mason Williams, excuse me. And a whistle. Hand pass?
Yep. Hand pass was called there against the Mountaineers.
44.8 seconds remaining as the Williams lay the lumber on the Mountaineers as they look to make it to the second intermission, still ahead by 1. Kyle Grasha on the draw. Face-off won by the Mountaineers, but it's handled by Logan Williams for the Zips. His shot, glove save, made by Dirk.
Glove save there, and I mean, like we've been talking about almost all game, it's been a game of momentum for both teams here as Akron basically had it the entire first period. West Virginia killed off the penalty early in the second and then had it for most second period, and then Akron has seemed to kind of taken it back here in the last couple minutes here of the second period.
Bernard left point in the slot. Wilson can't get a shot away. Eli Parada can't hold it in at the right point. Wilson gathers, has it, swings it in. Grasha looking to battle Carson Martin. Up the wall, Martin with a second effort. Intercepted, centering pass. Grasha, how did that not go? Bernard, deflection wide by Wilson. As time expires here in the second period, Akron with a good last memento there to wrap up the second. And the Zips still ahead 2-1 as we play 2 here on TenbandTV. We'll be back with the third period of play. You're watching the College Hockey East Men's Division III quarterfinal on TenbandTV.
From horses to hunting, Carhartt to Carolina, 2 wheels or 4, from Timberland Pro to playing in the snow. What do all these people have in common? They shop at Locust Grove Country Shop in Apollo. Call 724-478-1846 or online at locustgrovepa.com.
West Virginia looking to center in front. Good defense by the Zips. One more try, and then it's handled by Johnson. It came off the shot from Hayden Snyder. Sends it back in deep. Puck up for Outward. Going one-on-one, makes a move past the defender. But right there, Aaron Johnson at the top of the crease to shut down that move. Team's leading scorer with 23 goals this season. Anderson tried to make a move, lost it. At the point, score! Marcus Kane on a loose puck managed to one-time it, and he beats Hayden Dirk and the game's first goal. Zenko closed off against the board, and there's a little bit of hitting behind the play. Dwyer takes out Zenko, and that will be a penalty. Bernard. Chucky Wilson has 3 power play goals this season. 7 scores! And making a 4th for Chucky Wilson. His 24th of the season has a 2-up on the board for Akron. And that comes Hayden Snyder. The neutral ice. Nice intercept. Here's Lustig, backhander off the post. Becker controls for Akron. Lost an edge and a penalty upcoming. Touched up, it hit off a body on the shot from Napoli. One-timer, save made. Johnson able to get it, got it. Murphy dumps to the corner. Anderson looking to keep control, lost his stick. One-timer, save made by Johnson. Motors in down low, Wygas sandwiched between 2 nears, and it's controlled by Williams. Mason Williams sandwiched up against the boards. Save made, rebound cleared! Couldn't be buried by the Mountaineers. Another chance. Here comes Katana, moves in, and scores! Move to the goal. And it's handled by Aaron Johnson as he was able to smother the puck right underneath him, reading a beautiful move there. Corner by Johnson. Has it once more. Allen battles for it. Drew Allen centers right beside the crease, and Casiola couldn't bury it. Highest seed takes on St. Vincent tomorrow. Lowest seed takes on Pitt Johnstown, and another penalty upcoming to Akron. Shuffles his way behind the goal. Out to the far corner. Katana tried to make a nifty move from the Bernard once again. Logan Williams, the left circle, save made. Initially, Dirk didn't know where it was, finds it and hangs off. Face off won by the Mountaineers. But it's handled by Logan Williams for the Zips. His shot, glove save made by Dirk.
Why are so many companies, unions, and organizations across the country choosing the Avia dental plan?
Because group plans start at as little as $5 per month, and groups can save 20 to 80% off of high-quality dental care.
Everyone qualifies, and there's no waiting or limits on visits to the dentist.
Call now and save $20, plus get 3 months free.
Call now and you may be able to save $20 and get 3 months free. 1-888-431-CARE or visit aviadental.com.
Looking for real 100% natural pain relief? Hey, Kurt Angle, 1996 Olympic gold medalist and 13-time world champion here. Trust me, I know pain. You can either suffer or manage it. That's why I use Curable Active to help relieve my aches and pains naturally. Curable Active topicals have you covered with fast-acting, all-natural pain relief the Kurt Angle way. Look for Curable in stores or go to curable.com and get 20% off. Use promo code USA at KURIBL.com.
Play It Again Sports in Greensburg is your locally owned and operated sporting goods store. We set ourselves apart by offering a wide variety of both new and used equipment at competitive prices. Located in the Greengate East Plaza, below Walmart, Play It Again Sports' knowledgeable staff will help you and your family prepare for every athletic season. Whether you're looking to buy, sell, or trade, we are here as your one-stop shop. At Play It Again Sports in Greensburg, everybody plays.
Hey Yins guys, just a reminder, Yinzer dogs and Cooler Bear are good food. Whether you're cooking at home or tailgating, grab an original Yinzer dog, kielbasa your pierogies and lushkis at Giant Eagle. Yinzer dogs and Cooler Beer, a match made in Pittsburgh.
Play It Again Sports in Greensburg is your locally owned and operated sporting goods store. We set ourselves apart by offering a wide variety of both new and used equipment at competitive prices. Located in the Greengate East Plaza, below Walmart, Play It Again Sports' knowledgeable staff will help you and your family prepare for every athletic season. Whether you're looking to buy, sell, or trade, we are here as your one-stop shop. At Play It Again Sports in Greensburg, everybody plays.
Gonna get up, pretty baby. Gonna get out of this rocking chair.
Hewitt creating space. Hewitt turning. Scoring! Marshall Hewitt has won the Penguins Cup championship for the Seneca Valley Raiders with 12:29 to play in triple overtime. And don't ever play Lady of Spain again.
Play It Again Sports in Greensburg is your locally owned and operated sporting goods store. We set ourselves apart by offering a wide variety of both new and used equipment at competitive prices. Located in the Greengate East Plaza, below Walmart, Play It Again Sports' knowledgeable staff will help you and your family prepare for every athletic season. Whether you're looking to buy, sell, or trade, we are here as your one-stop shop. At Play It Again Sports in Greensburg, everybody plays.
Discover the heart of Pittsburgh at Mount Washington Shop and Save. At Mount Washington Shop and Save, we're more than just a grocery store. We're your neighborhood destination. From the freshest local produce to gourmet delights, we've got it all under one roof. Experience convenience, quality, and savings all in the heart of Mount Washington. Mount Washington Shop and Save, where Pittsburgh shops with a view. Shop smart, shop local, shop Mount Washington Shop and Save.
Creating space. Hewitt turning. Scoring! Marshall Hewitt has won the Penguins Cup championship for the Seneca Valley Raiders with 12:29 to play in triple overtime. And don't ever play Lady of Spain again.
And we're back and ready for the third period from Hope Gas Ice Pavilion. 2-1 Akron after 2 periods of play. Akron with goals in the first 2 periods, and West Virginia able to counter back. There's the scoring for you so far. Marcus Kane the goal at 16:14 remaining here in the first as we take a look at that here. Kane on the right circle able to slap one home. And then it's Chucky Wilson at 13:55, picking up the second goal for the Akron Zips.
Yeah, that was a power play goal there, and just able to get it across there, and Dirk just not able to get across in time there, and they were just able to put it into the back of the net there to put them up 2-0 at the time there. But then, you know, in the second period, the game momentum has been, it was West Virginia on the power play as well, had their chance, and Katana right at the point was just able to put it into the back of the net there as West Virginia was able to get to within 1. And now it's 20 minutes remain in any one season here. And so it's give it all you got here on both sides in order to either continue on to semifinal Saturday, or you are going home here tonight. So both sides want to continue on, so it is going to be a fun third period.
For West Virginia, they were clicking at just under 9.5%, able to get that power play goal, their 10th overall this season. West Virginia in the gold helmets and navy sweaters go left to right attacking. Akron in the white with navy blue helmets right to left as we're off and rolling here in the third. Wygas cycles it with Wilson. Puck now controlled by Jonathan Klika on the left side. With some speed, Nico Cordes. Pass intended for William Shannon, broken up. And it's directed back in by Akron. A penalty kill by the Mountaineers early in the second. Able to get their feet back with under them after a tough beginning to the game, but also able to sort things out towards the end of the first. Here's Wilson dashing through the middle of the ice. Logan Williams centering pass in front. Could not be handled by Gracia. Anderson for West Virginia. Wits and speed. Shot out the glass. Anthony Bruno for Akron. Gino Valenti overtakes. Left point Jansky sends it into the opposite corner. Anderson racing for the puck on the half wall. Napoli sends it. Still on the half wall is Anderson alongside Jared Outward battling for the puck. Move towards the middle. And it's handled by Aaron Johnson as he holds from there. 1:32 into the third.
Yeah, I mean, so far it's kind of even pace. Both teams trying to feel it out. Neither team has really been able to take momentum here in about the first minute 30 of the third period here. So both teams just trying to get going here right out of the locker room.
WVU D1 team goes to the side where they're attacking. Backhander in tight. Allen shot, save made by Johnson as once again he stands strong on his post.
Yeah, and I mean, Johnson has just been incredible in this game because, you know, even though West Virginia might not have had a ton of momentum for the entire game and everything, he has faced a lot of difficult shots there, and he has stopped them all but one.
And it's a shame that we can't give you a total right now because right now having trouble finding any live stats for this game. That shot wide from Martin. High sticking, and it will go to the attacking end of Akron. Take a look at the standings in men's D3. At the conclusion of this regular season, it ended up with West Virginia in fourth behind California, who we'll see later tonight. Akron finished it ahead of the final playoff spot. Kent State missing the tournament. Duquesne, RMU, IUP, and Case Western. Over 2 minutes played in the third. Colton Gregory has it. Pass for Becker, he lost an edge. Gregory sends one wide. Hayden Snyder broken up by Cummings at the left point. Cummings has it. But three other Mountaineers converge on him. The control and dumped in by Casiola. Lustig the first to it. Barrett taken down by Lustig. Puck to the near corner. Alexander Mischak reverses around the horn. Hits off the back end on that keep in by West Virginia. Lustig at the half wall. Anthony Bruno battles. Two Mountaineers on him. Mischak directs it, and Colin Barrett will bring it in on a 2-on-2. Dwyer coming back to forecheck. Barrett has to push it into the far corner. Can't work his way out of there. Has some help from Thomas Foster, who's wedged up alongside Cordes and Dwyer in the far corner. Though any of these battles up against the wall, that's beneficial to Akron. Now we're in the early goings here. This third, 3:30 played. And now the arm is up. It is a penalty on Akron as we get the confirmation. Dirk to the bench, extra attacker on Cordes. Stops up in his defensive end. Anthony Katana. Sam Jansky to Katana. Power move to the hole. Goes wide on the shot. A collision up against the wall with Dwyer. And it's finally touched up by Akron. Another chance at the power play for West Virginia.
Yeah, it certainly is, and good job there from West Virginia, you know, using that A little bit of extra power play time there for them with the extra attacker on, was able to get a shot down there on Johnson and everything like that. Now West Virginia is going to look to go to work here on the power play and try to even this one up.
So Foster gone on the minor. 3:56 played in the third. 2-1 Akron. West Virginia struck on the power play earlier. They're 1 for 2. Foster gone for slashing. Anderson's shot hit off a body in front, Lustig, and it's cleared by Akron. Jansky will wait for his power play partners to make a change. Anderson through neutral ice. Serpentines to the left side. Ryan Anderson takes it below the goal line. In the office, banks it off the board. Sam Jansky to Anderson, working off the right circle, off the mask of Johnson, and a quick whistle. And I think that was more to check on Johnson than anything else.
Yeah, I mean, it certainly is, and looks like he's adjusting with his mask and everything right now. Looks like might have broken there maybe on it as he kind of went, put his shoulder maybe a little bit up towards his helmet area there, so he was having to adjust that.
There we get to see one of the saves from his opposite goaltender, Hayton Dirk, and lost between all the sparkling play of Johnson is Dirk as well. Don't worry, Todd, I got you. Shot at the point deflected by Drew Allen, out of play. Right circle face-off, Drew Allen. As we near 5 minutes played here in the third. Mountaineers on the power play, under a minute remaining, cleared out by Kyle Grasha. By the way, this Akron penalty kill coming into the game, 65 of 80, 81.3% third in CHE D3. Shuffling through, Joey Katana. Tried the center. Martin comes off his point spot to the half wall. Good stick lift by Logan Williams, and Grasha will take it. Tried to one-hand it, lost it. And here's Carson Martin to the right side. Casiola banks it, has it again. In the near corner, cleared out by Akron. 10 seconds remaining on the penalty to Foster for slashing. And that should wrap it up. 2 seconds and 1. Box cleared. We're back to 5-a-side. Snyder into the near corner. Dwyer first to it. At the end wall, Weigas has it. Up the left side, patiently. Reception made on the right side by Becker. He can only tip it. Weigas banks it near the bench of West Virginia, and the Mountaineers control. Lustig will chip and change. Bruno. Parada joins it. Becker to the right side. Colton Gregory has it. Happy to just push it to the end wall. West Virginia controls again. Parada trying to punch it back. Johnson looking to sweep it forward. Katana has it. On for Anderson. Crossover move. Shot high. And into the netting.
Great job by Johnson there to get a piece of that one as Anderson made a real nifty move here. And then it just goes off Johnson, I believe, to right up into the netting to be able to make that save there from Anderson, because that was looking like it was a goal there for West Virginia to tie this one up.
Ramped it right off the twig. Moving forward, Logan Williams. In the feet of Blake Marsh. At the point, right circle, Kane. Behind the net. No one there on the cycle for Akron, but he's able to put a body into Anderson. Good reversal move to open up some space. He'll take it down the right wing. Anderson, who had that good shot, save made, redirected to the left point. Jansky has it. Curtis the first to it. 88 in Navy. Down low, Gino Valenti. Klika. Valenti now working to keep it in, does. Klika on the right side. Oh, a good pass for Braden Curtis, but he wasn't in motion for it. Save made on the shot by Curtis from Aaron Johnson. Jansky at the point, deflected. Rebound, score! We're tied! Braden Curtis with the rebound, and West Virginia, with a goal in each of the last two periods, has tied it up 2-2.
Yeah, I mean, here's a really good angle, and Curtis just wrapped around there. Puck was just sitting there waiting for him there, and he just poked it in here. And if you've been watching the Mountaineers all year long, you know Curtis is not a name that get on the stat sheet very often, but he certainly had a big goal here this evening.
Talk about a name that isn't very often. This is his first point of the season, and it ties it up in the quarterfinals. Akron under siege. Giveaway, Casiola has it. Akron able to gather. Wygas Parada puts it right back, and Johnson says, I'm better off keeping it. 11:38 remaining in regulation, and the Mountaineers come back from 2-0 down with goals in each of the last two periods to tie it up at 2 apiece.
They certainly have, and they've just been riding the momentum here. And as we kind of thought, as it got later on in the evening here, once people start getting off work, everything like that, this building started to fill up, and they are feeding off this crowd right now, especially the D1 boys.
Big hit by Dwyer.
That are down in the corner there cheering them on.
They followed Johnson to each corner since arriving to this game. They may have just finished up classes. We're not that far away from spring break. So now, after winning a championship last week, they're trying to will the boys on for another one, this time for D3. That puck was offside. Referee arm went down. Here comes Williams. Logan Williams has it into the glove, rebound. That crossed up Dirk, but his team there to clean it up. Amore, big hit. And it comes from Katana. Joey Katana with the lumber. Kyle Grasha behind Carson Martin. Logan Williams taken down, no penalty. A yard sales, there's a couple sticks still out there. Logan Williams keeps it in at the point. Amore down low in the near corner. Looking to keep play alive. Grasha there to help out. Grasha diving, got a pass off right in front for Wilson. It's broken up, and here comes the Mountaineers. Going 1-on-2, Nico Cordes. First to the end wall, centers, no one with a gold helmet there. And then takes a big shot from Chucky Wilson. Logan Williams has it. His shot goes wide. Anderson controls, had it poked away from him. Mason Williams gets it back. And losing an edge there, and a whistle as play is stopped, and the Mountaineer that had the puck for the moment in Anthony Katana ended up in the back of the net. Not exactly what you want there, but Johnson right there stopped his momentum. It's the light moments that you like here, right, Ian? Just the goaltender making the stop. Maybe not the puck, but the man.
Yep. We can play it, and Johnson has stopped almost everything today, including body slotted at him.
We're over the halfway mark. West Virginia tied it up at 2 apiece earlier in this period. Mason Williams has it at the left circle. His shot directed by the stick of Dirk into the netting. That shot had a lot of pepper coming from Mason Williams, who this season has 3 goals and 19 points. Chase Cummings to take the draw as he goes up against Jonathan Klika. Save made and cleared out by the Mountaineers. Held in by Parada. Snakes his way to the right half wall. Pass goes right to a Mountaineer. He'll just fly it. And making the skate, Jared Outward. Klika there trying to overtake and win the puck back. Carson Martin controls, and he banks it off the boards. Andrew Bernard up the left wall. Martin there once again and pushes it back in. Stopped by Johnson. Becker able to get a deflection from Chase Cummings right on goal, and it's frozen by Dirk. .8:45 remaining in regulation. 2-2 in our first matchup of the day, the M3 quarterfinals. Lowest seed takes on number 2 Pitt Johnstown. Highest seed gets the regular season champion and 2-time defending regular season and playoff champion St. Vincent College. Won the 2025 championship on TenbandTV at Alpha Ice Rink. Off the back of Logan Williams and sandwiched up against the dasher. Kane keeps it. West Virginia in tight quarters with Drew Allen. Carson Martin on the left side. Anthony Katana. Hayden Snyder can't get it out of his skates, but he gets some help from his friends. Going to get it just past the blue line, and that's it. Williams in combat with a few Mountaineers. Back into the zone. And Johnson will just put a hold onto it with 8:01 remaining in regulation. Well, Ian, what would you do in this situation if you're the Mountaineers? You've already have gotten 2 goals back. You're looking for the third. What are you looking for the most out of them in this final 8:01?
Right now, for the most important part for me would just kind of be keep playing the game you are. Right now, you haven't been able to give up a goal, having a lot of goal since the early mark of the first period. So keep doing what you're doing offensively, and you have been able to find holes with Johnson in net there to score here recently. So if one of those can open up and you're able to bury it, do it. The most important thing right now is also to make sure Akron stays off the board as well.
Weigart put a hit into Lessitan. Wilson keeps it. Weigast down for Mason Williams. Chopped off the boards by Cortes. Mason Williams has it once again. His shot, waffle boarded, and still in play by Dirk. Little Dirk has been big Dirk here today. A knee on knee and a penalty. Just a little bit of a sidestep by the West Virginia player was the difference. And there you get to see it. Anderson, just that little bit of a half step there, forced that penalty, and gone for the second time today is Colin Barrett.
Yeah, and his arms was up there, but you also have to give credit on the other side to Anderson. They're just being able to kind of realize the situation on the ice and be able to realize he could draw a penalty right here, and he was able to do just that.
West Virginia with a chance to take a lead. 5-on-4. Barrett gone for tripping. Deflection, Anderson. Oh, the burial high by Braden Curtis. Tripping on Barrett is the call. Jansky has it for Ryan Anderson. Puts it down low on the cycle, Anthony Katana. Jansky took something off of it, deflection, handed down, rebound right in front. West Virginia can't bury it. And I think that bat down was the bad play by Akron, but fortunately they don't pay from it. Bruno working, held in by Napoli. Halfway through the penalty on Colin Barrett for tripping. Anderson keeps it at the half wall. Spins, looks for an opening. Now in the corner, centers. He's looking for Snyder. He didn't get a stick to it, and it's cleared by Kyle Grasha.
I mean, you're even talking about how that might have been wrong play there from Akron. We've seen a few times, really since the first period, Akron hasn't really been that sharp, and they've been making a few of those mistakes that maybe they shouldn't be making and just making the wrong decisions out there on the ice today. And that has really kind of maybe cost them some of the goals they could have had, and a lot of the chances and stuff that West Virginia has gone could have maybe been avoided if Akron just been a little bit smarter out there on the ice, maybe got a little too, cocky out there and thought they had that one in the bag here in that first period, and then West Virginia came crawling all the way back here, little steps at a time.
Joey Katana deep on the right half wall with that shot. Handled by Johnson, face off in the right circle. West Virginia controls with 10 seconds, but it goes right to Shane Becker. Becker going shorthanded, his shot blocked by Martin. Another chance, this time saved by Dirk. Penalty over, we're back to 5 aside. And an intercept. Chase Cummings has it. His shot saved by Dirk into his glove with 4:45 remaining in regulation.
West Virginia certainly needed Dirk to come up huge. There's dangerous turnover there by West Virginia about right at the red line there. They're coming off right off the power penalty killing there. And Dirk just came up huge on the other end. And there's West Virginia might have been in the middle of a change there as well, but Dirk comes up huge.
Cummings able to win that, get that draw, but got it blocked as he was right near the slot after that face-off win. Shannon gains the red line, dumps it in. Johnson with the stop. Parada controls for Akron. Bernard lofts it, 4:20 remaining in the third. We're tied at 2. In the men's Division III quarterfinals. We'll have the decisions for everything there. Wraparound attempt, save made on the shot by Cummings. Again, it's high seed, low seed as they reseed after the quarters round. Anderson on the half wall. Pushes it low, Valenti has it. Steps off the wall, his shot, save made by Johnson. Rebound to Napoli as he pokes it to the opposite corner. Rattled around Valenti. Sam Jansky right point. Valenti back to Jansky. His shot. That was a save! That got so crossed up, it was a deflection. I was waiting for it to go over the line. I was looking at the referee. He did not point his hand down. It's a save by Johnson.
Yeah, that one trickled like right on the line there. Just take a look at it on your screen here.
Wow, it hit off the post.
Looked like it was going in there. Johnson was scrambling to get over there, trying to cover it up.
Even
there,
in hockey,
that post is his friend here right now.
Even in hockey, there's goal line stands. 3:31 remaining in the third. West Virginia almost complete the comeback and take their first lead of the game. They still got to grind for it more here. Grasha up the wall. Marsh can't get to it. Redirected back by West Virginia. Lessitan. Right wall for Dwyer. Wafted back. Marsh controls. Held in by West Virginia once more. 3 minutes remaining in the third as the Mountaineers with a good shift. Lessitan has it back right in front. He's taken down by Bruno, and I think the whistle is being put away after that. Akron wanted a penalty. They didn't get it. Napoli with Dwyer pushing Gracia. Allen on the left half wall. 2:35 remaining in the third. And the Zips looking for a clearance. They don't get it. They still have to work. Bruno with Allen on him. Shoves him. Casiola centers it right in front. Looking for the man, Snyder. Backhander. And it's absorbed and held. They hold him off the board once more. Akron as West Virginia nearly with the go-ahead goal.
Yeah, and then even with all that, now Akron's going to be heading back to the penalty kill here. Is penalty upcoming there. I didn't quite see what happened there. Saw the arm go up, and then Akron immediately touched it.
West Virginia on the man advantage again. Anderson, right circle, his shot. Saved by Johnson. They call hooking on Gracia. Wraparound, save made by Johnson, held in at the line by Jansky. He controls once more. His shot blocked, controlled by Mason Williams, and finally, Akron is able to exit the zone. And that was near 4 minutes of zone time for West Virginia.
Yeah, that was a lot of zone time there for West Virginia, and Akron lucky that they're even on the penalty kill here. They were able to clear this one out.
Snyder with some speed, controls the puck, and it goes to Marcus Kane, who clears it the length of the ice.
There we go, and this Akron penalty kill is certainly showing why it has been so good all year here on these last couple times, as West Virginia is having to keep bringing up the full length of the ice.
Katana on the right half wall. Anderson centers, looking for Snyder, trying to go bang bang for the back door. Under a minute remaining in regulation and 35 seconds remaining on the penalty to Gracia for hooking. Anderson takes it up. Bruno backhands it. West Virginia still has to be careful. The top shorthanded goal attack in the division can still make you pay here. Casiola pokes it forward. Look for the center to Snyder. Casiola has it with 30 seconds remaining. Parada has it. Casiola looks for the center. Didn't get to the man. West Virginia holds once more. Hayden Snyder, his shot blocked. Carson Martin with 15 remaining in regulation. Casiola centers. Score!
It is being waved off.
But it's where, yes.
High stick against West Virginia there.
That's the right call.
It looked a little high there, and referees all over it. There, as you'll get a real good look at it here.
Oh, yeah, it's right on the crossbar. If he just waited a half a second more. Our 10-band TV crew, we got it set up at both goals, and if you ever needed a review, refs, we got it. 5 seconds remaining in regulation as Akron tiptoes out of danger, but just before that icing with a 2nd and 4 attempts.
Yeah, this will set West Virginia up here. Here, you know, 1.4 or 2.6. They put another about a second, little over a second back onto the clock there. So gives time for West Virginia here to win the faceoff here and then get a shot off pretty quick here. But if you're Akron, you don't really have the time to be going all the way down the ice here.
Akron controls the draw, and West Virginia with 2 goals in the last 2 periods after Akron opened up 2-0 has tied it, and regulation is over. We got one more for you. It's overtime coming up, and the men's Division III quarterfinals of the College Hockey East. Winner advances on to the semifinals. Loser, their season is over.
Yeah, and I mean, 60 minutes there wasn't quite enough here, so we will have to continue playing here into this overtime period as both teams get set for this overtime period.
We'll take a quick break, and we'll have the overtime for you on TenbandTV.
Discover the heart of Pittsburgh at Mount Washington Shop and Save. At Mount Washington Shop and Save, we're more than just a grocery store. We're your neighborhood destination. From the freshest local produce to gourmet delights, we've got it all under one roof. Experience convenience, quality, and savings, all in the heart of Mount Washington. Mount Washington Shop and Save, where Pittsburgh shops with a view. Shop smart, shop local, shop Mount Washington Shop and Save.
Hey, we heard you didn't like 3-on-3 hockey in the Olympics, so don't worry. College hockey is 5-on-5 until we decide a winner. West Virginia with 2 goals in the last 2 periods. Akron with 2 in the first is our scoring so far. Winner is on to the semifinals tomorrow. Highest seed will take on Pitt Johnstown. Lowest seed, St. Vincent. Akron in the whites will attack left to right. West Virginia in the navy blues right to left as we're underway in the overtime period. Katana knocked down. Puck still battled for. 10-minute overtime here. Anthony Katana cycles. Gino Valenti at the point. That shot deflected wide. Katana can't control. Banked off the wall and cleared. And here's Blake Marsh. 2-on-1 for Akron. Marsh's shot. Glove save by Hayden Dirk.
Dirk right there just saved the season for West Virginia as it was almost going home for the Mountaineers here. But Dirk came up huge. What a shot there off the rush. It was basically a 0 on the goal, 1 on the goaltender.
Mason Williams wanted to win that forward. West Virginia controls. Chucky Wilson, a shot directed into the corner by Dirk. Wilson with the hold, and it's still onside. Wow, that's close. Wygas sends it in, deflected wide, as Mason Williams running a tight wire act there. Parada, swing and misses on the pass. Chucky Wilson reloads. Wilson's shot affected and goes wide. Wygast at the point. Held in by Bruno as he banks it into the near corner. This is the first extended zone time for Akron so far. Here comes West Virginia. Lecitan taken down, no penalty. They collide into the end wall. Dwyer working for it. Mason Williams sends it up the wall. Allen holds. And it goes to the near corner. Bruno banks for Wilson and missed his stick, but Cordes has it. Shannon dumps it in. Bruno looking for it. Casiola, the first to it in the near corner. Tried the center pass blocked. Gracia taken down by Casiola. Logan Williams has it with Chucky Wilson, and he lost the handle, and it's offside. 2:15 played in overtime. Winner advances to the semifinals.
Yes, I mean, we'll take a look at really.
Yeah, you see he lost it right there.
Yep.
Williams was trying to get that puck at the last second, Logan Williams. As long as you have control, you can leave it behind you, but he lost it. Anthony Katana chips and chases, centers, up the middle, no one there. Mountaineers back into their defensive end. The assistant captain, William Shannon, banks it off of Anthony Katana. Dirk stops it. Shannon to Anthony Katana. Shannon will chip it off the end wall. Lustig. Dwyer off the bench has it. Backhands it down the wall. Akron will have it. Blake Marsh. Up the middle, pass blocked. Kane. Marsh knocked down. Here's Lustig. Lustig on the right circle, shot block. Got a pass back to the center, no one could grab it. Centering pass. On for Logan Williams of Akron. Backhands it and will go for a change. On goal, Dirk handles. Luke Napoli. Liam Dwyer. Lofts it, and it goes the length for icing. 6:21 remaining in the overtime period. 2-2 is our score. And a timeout called by West Virginia.
Yeah, West Virginia just going to take some time here, wanting to talk things over. Here's you're approaching about the halfway minute mark of this overtime period here, and just talking things over and everything, getting this kind of group reset. Is you kind of tell that, you know, maybe Akron was kind of starting to take a little bit of momentum there from West Virginia and starting to get a lot of more zone pressure. So Coach Rue over there for West Virginia elects to take the timeout here.
So take a look at the bracket here. We have Akron, West Virginia. Was scheduled to be at 6, Kent State and Cal U. That's obviously might be running a little bit late here, but still kind of on time. It's scheduled for 6 p.m. But you see the low seed takes on the defending champion and regular season champion, St. Vincent. Highest seed gets Pitt Johnstown. Those matchups for you Saturday on TenbandTV. 6:19 remaining in the overtime period. West Virginia wins the draw. Napoli lofts it forward, and we will do it again. Another icing.
Don't think that was exactly what West Virginia wanted to do coming right out of the timeout. Timeout there. But luckily for West Virginia, even with that, at least it's still, you're not having tired legs out there on the ice because of the icing coming off right off the timeout.
Now they'll get a look at one of these stanchions at the goal and also checking out the crease right in front of Dirk. So we'll give you a quick recap. In the first, at 16:14, it was Marcus Kane opening the scoring. Then at 13:55 on the power play, Chucky Wilson picks up his 4th power play goal of the season and 24th for the year. In the second period for West Virginia, Joey Katana on the power play cut the deficit at 9:58 remaining in the second. And then to open up that third period at 11:59, Braden Curtis tied our score. That's the situation so far here from Hope Gas Ice Pavilion, as that hits off one of the stanchions up high And blows play dead with 6:01 remaining in the fourth.
Yeah, I mean, in first period, it kind of was all Akron there in terms of momentum there, as they were basically spent the entire time down in their offensive zone there, and then it was about the opposite for the second period. It was about all West Virginia there for the second period in their offensive zone, and same thing for the third there for West Virginia, was spent a lot of time in their offensive zone.
Akron on the forecheck. Gathered by Chucky Wilson. His shot off a stick block. Save made by Dirk. Play continues. Bernard holds it in. Pad save Dirk. Redirects it to the right half wall. Weigart has it. Over for Barrett off the bench. Lost it a little bit, but directs it down low. Chucky Wilson and Weigart working as the top line for Akron having some zone time here. Chucky Wilson out of the corner. Pass blocked, directed off the glass to the near side corner. Weigart finishes a check, and the puck hops out of the zone. Puck on wheel as Colin Barrett controls, no icing. Under 5 remaining in overtime. Catana with the steal. Centering pass. Oh, he couldn't handle it. Gino Valenti off the bench. Barrett trying to poke it forward and create an odd man. West Virginia, Cooley sends it back in with Carson Martin. Under 5 remaining in the OT period. Colin Barrett. Anderson with the intercept on the forecheck, Gino Valenti. Out of the corner, out high, Martin, his shot. A Mountaineer is in the crease, not allowing Johnson to do anything. That would have been goaltender's interference easily. Grasha behind the net. Oh, he's rodeoed into oblivion there, and somehow no penalty was called. A stick was lost too. That shot blocked off of Valenti. Anderson directs it down low. Bernard has it for Akron. Banks it off the boards. Carson Martin shot wide. Catana, Martin kicks it, keeps it, has it. Knocked down, no penalty. Andrew Bernard has it for Akron, and he banks it off the glass for an icing. 3:36 remaining in overtime.
Well, this overtime here so far appears to be like tail of the regulation too, where it was just Akron the first period, and then it was West Virginia with the next two, where it was Akron who had all the momentum here to begin, and then it was West Virginia here on the second half kind of taking it back, as Akron has called a timeout now.
So both teams using their overtime timeouts. You can't take them home with you, so might as well use them.
Certainly can't there, and momentum there both sides here is, you know, kind of like I was mentioning, it seemed like West Virginia was kind of rebounding there after, you know, it seemed like Akron was kind of having the momentum there, and then West Virginia is able to rebound here and get things set up, and with the offense zone face-off, it was a good call timeout over there on the Akron sideline to be able to talk things over, get things set up here to go forward here in this overtime period, as your season depends here on these next few minutes in this overtime time period, as it is going to be next goal wins, sudden death here, 3:36. Season depends on it.
Mountaineers with the home ice advantage, of course the higher seed, but also hosting in this beautiful facility, home to the PIHL Division II champion Morgantown Mohawks. Mohawks will try to do some stuff in D2, hopefully in the playoffs this year. Wygas overtaken by Dwyer, and he backhands it down the wall. West Virginia on the forecheck. Lesitan finishing checks. Bernard's pass broken up, but it still finds a way to Wilson. Has Mason Williams, his shot blocked. Good defensive play by Anthony Catana. Bernard watches it, no icing. Lesitan will go off for a change. Wygass on the right side looking for Chucky Wilson. Goes right to Sam Jansky. 2:40 remaining in overtime. No icing. West Virginia centering pass. Good idea from Snyder. Right on the doorstep was Drew Allen. Here's Wilson. Makes a move. In on goal. And Dirk says no, and he has it. He throws the puck down. He spiked it as he made the save with Wilson coming on in.
Yeah, that was a lot of bodies in front, a lot of people poking at it there, and Akron oh so close to taking this game home here. And then Dirk said no there as he is able to get his glove on top of it, cover it up there, and then he certainly spiked the puck there and left his stick in the crease.
Wilson doing the move a la Megan Keller to win the gold medal. A little bit of a remix on his part. West Virginia moves forward. Ryan Anderson down the left wing, stops up, blows a tire. And here comes Blake Marsh. He banks it off the boards. Grasha looking for it. Can't get around the body of Joey Catana. Carson Martin, left side, Anthony Catana has it. Bops off the boards. In the near corner, held up as Gino Valenti cycles with him. In the feet of Anderson, chipped up by Eli Parada, and Akron controls under 2 minutes remaining in overtime. Grasha has it, his shot redirected into the netting, and play is stopped with 1:34 remaining in OT. There you get to see Grasha going into the zone, and good defensive play by Carson Martin, who's been Mr. Steady for West Virginia in this game.
He certainly has been. That's a name that, might not show up very much on the stat sheet there, but he certainly does a lot of other stuff.
Wilson wraparound, no one home. Bernard holds it in at the left point. Centering pass broken up by West Virginia. Kortsis looks for the center, broken up by Bernard. Kortsis will start the cycle. Up against the board, centering, in front, they score! Levi Lustig wins it in overtime, and West Virginia is on to the semifinals!
And Akron is heartbroken. What a heartbreaking loss there from Akron there, but what a performance by West Virginia. You can't say enough from being down 2-0 early here, and you are almost like, don't know what is gonna come of the rest of this game here. Is Akron just gonna run away with it? And West Virginia was able to close that door, come all the way back to win this game 3-2 here in the quarterfinal matchup. And they are the 4 seed, faced the 5 seed, but it was almost like West Virginia was a little bit of the underdog here with the way Akron started.
Lustig with the OT GWG. And we have the first part of the men's Division III quarterfinal solved. West Virginia allowed the first 2 goals within the first 7 minutes. They come back with 3 straight across 3 different periods to move on to the semifinals. So that will do it here for game 1 of our triple header. Next up, Cal U takes on Kent State, California, Penn West, California that is. That was scheduled for 6 p.m. We're still on time, but we still have to go through an ice cut. But regardless, we thank you for tuning into this OT battle here in the men's Division III quarterfinals. West Virginia 3, Akron 2, West Virginia on to the semifinals tomorrow. And that will do it for game one, as here's your game winner.
Yeah, take a look there, and what a pass there over to Lustig there, and Lustig is just buries it into the back of the net there. Nothing a lot Johnson can do there. But if you're Akron and you're Johnson, especially in this one, Johnson has to keep his head held high here, as what a game Johnson has had, as this one really could have gotten out of hand for Akron in a hurry in the second and third period. But Johnson stood on his head there and kept Akron in this game here, and Akron just fell a little short here in overtime.
That old familiar song, Country Roads playing. West Virginia on to the semifinals, 3-2 final score. Next up, Penn West, California, and Kent State. The College Hockey East Men's Division III quarterfinal on TenbandTV. West Virginia looking to center in front. Good defense by the Zips. One more try, and then it's handled by Johnson. It came off the shot from Hayden Snyder. Sends it back in deep. Puck up for Outward. Going one-on-one, makes a move past the defender. But right there, Aaron Johnson at the top of the crease to shut down that move. Team's leading scorer with 23 goals this season. Anderson tried to make a move, lost it. At the point, score! Marcus Kane on a loose puck managed to one-time it, and he beats Hayden Dirk and the game's first goal. Zenko closed off against the board, and there's a little bit of hitting behind the play. Dwyer takes out Zenko, and that will be a penalty. Bernard. Chucky Wilson has 3 power play goals this season. 7 scores! And making a 4th for Chucky Wilson. His 24th of the season, has a 2-up on the board for Akron. And that comes Hayden Snyder to neutral ice. Nice intercept. Here's Lustig, backhander off the post. Becker controls for Akron. Lost an edge and a penalty upcoming. Touched up, it hit off a body on the shot from Napoli. One-timer, save made. Johnson able to get it, at it. Murphy dumps to the corner. Anderson looking to keep control, lost his stick. One-timer, save made by Johnson. Motors in down low, Wygas sandwiched between 2 nears, and it's controlled by Williams. Mason Williams sandwiched up against the boards. Save made, rebound cleared! Couldn't be buried by the Mountaineers. Another chance. Here comes Katana, moves in and scores! Move to the goal. And it's handled by Aaron Johnson as he was able to smother the puck right underneath him, reading a beautiful move there. Corner by Johnson. Has it once more. Allen battles for it. Drew Allen centers right beside the crease, and Casiola couldn't bury it. Highest seed takes on St. Vincent tomorrow. Lowest seed takes on Pitt Johnstown, and another penalty upcoming to Akron. Shuffles his way behind the goal. Out to the far corner. Katana try to make a nifty move from the Bernard once again. Logan Williams, the left circle, save made. Initially, Dirk didn't know where it was, finds it and hangs off. Face off won by the Mountaineers, but it's handled by Logan Williams for the Zips. His shot, glove save made by Dirk. To Anderson, working off the right circle, off the mask of Johnson, and a quick whistle. And I think that was more to check on Johnson. Johnson looking to sweep it forward. Katana has it on for Anderson. Crossover move, shot high, and into the netting. Braden Curtis, but he wasn't in motion for it. Save made on the shot by Curtis from Aaron Johnson. Jansky at the point, deflected, rebound, score! We're tied! That crossed up Dirk, but his team there to clean it up. Amore, big hit, and it comes from Katana, had it poked away from him. Mason Williams gets it back, and losing an edge there, and a whistle. Dirk. Little Dirk has been big Dirk here today. A knee on knee and a penalty. Valenti back to Jansky. His shot. That was a save! Held in by West Virginia once more. 3 minutes remaining in the third as the Mountaineers with a good shift. Lessitan has it back right in front. He's taken down by Bruno, and I think the whistle is being put away after that. Akron shoves him. Casiola centers it right in front, looking for the man, Snyder. Backhander, and it's absorbed and held with 15 remaining in regulation. Casiola centers. Score!
It is being waved off.
But it's yes.
High stick. Again.
With 15 remaining in regulation. Casiola centers. Score!
It is being waved off.
But it's yes.
High stick. Again.
2-on-1 for Akron. Marsh's shot. Glove save by Hayden Dirk.
Dirk right there just saved it.
Taken down by Casiola. Logan Williams has it with Chucky Wilson, and he lost the handle, and it's offside. Right on the doorstep was Drew Allen. Here's Wilson, makes the move, in on goal! And Dirk says no, and he has it. He throws the puck in overtime. Grasha has it, his shot redirected into the netting, and play is stopped with 1:34 remaining in OT. For the center, broken up by Bernard. Court sits will start the cycle. Up against the board, centering, in front, they score! Levi Lustig wins it in overtime, and West Virginia is on to the semifinals!
And Akron is heartbroken. What a heartbreaking loss there from Akron there, but what a performance by West Virginia. You can't say enough from being down 2-0.
West California and Kent State. The College Hockey East Men's Division III quarterfinal on TenbandTV.